Oh, help, we're live. Right.
Sylvia,
Yes, Mickey?
how'd you call your lover boy?
Come here, lover boy.
And if he doesn't answer,
Oh, lover boy.
and if he still doesn't answer,
I simply say, baby, my
that's enough.
sweet
That's enough.
baby.
That's
I know I
enough.
had enough rum and coke for this. It's not karaoke night. It's dirty dancing. So, first of all, welcome, Neil. Thank you for joining me with
Hello.
your choice of songs.
Yeah, one of the best soundtracks ever.
Better than Ghostbusters, we reckon, do we?
Oh yeah. So much so, there's two fantastic albums. I know we're only covering the first one here, but
We will.
I would say
mention.
the second one is quite good as well.
Yeah, which was more Dirty Dancing. But where are we? So, Dirty Dancing, the original soundtrack from the Vestron motion picture, is the original soundtrack to the 1987 film Dirty Dancing. It was released the August 4th, 1987 by RCA Records. The album went on to sell 32 million copies worldwide and is one of the best-selling albums of all times. In the United States, the album spent 18 weeks at number one on the Billboard Top 200 chart and has been certified 14 times platinum by the Record Industry Association of America. With shipments of at least 3.25 million copies, it is the all-time best-selling album in Germany. There we go.
And see, Germans never get anything wrong. I mean, look back, 1939. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. If anyone's out there,
no, you meant 1989 with a Hoff.
Yeah. 1989. Everybody's looking for freedom, and he's keytar
and cheeseburgers.
Sparkly giant.
So, what have we got to show off today? You got anything?
I haven't. We did have. I've got that somewhere in the house. I thought it was down there in a box, but
I got the single, Oscar-winning single. I think it says somewhere. Maybe before the Oscars, and then vinyl album.
We used to have that album in my house, and then my mum gave it away. Used to when we were kids. And my mum gave it to a local record store along with a couple of Now albums, which I eventually went back. And one of the Now albums in that record store I bought back, and it's the same album because it's got my writing inside the album. So she cost me £13 for Now 13.
Oh yeah, some of them are they're expensive these days. I do have the film and 5 different copies of the film, but I'm not that much of a fan anyway. The music, on the other hand, is great.
Yeah, the music's fantastic.
Are you a fan of the film, though?
Yes, I've probably seen it that many times. Growing up, there was like my mum and my sister used to watch it anytime it was on telly. Oh, Dirty Dancing of the night, watch it. And I was like, you've got it on VHS. They never just had it on VHS. I'm positive they recorded off the telly first, then got it on VHS, but wouldn't let us record it off the other, like the VHS copy. That's so. And then my wife loves it, and my daughters are a bit too young to watch it, even though Dirty Dancing isn't really that dirty.
Well,
the title really...
Back then. I think it's the clothes hanger bits that are the problem.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason it's probably still a 15, because I don't think there's no nudity, is there?
There's no nudity. There's the bits where... bit bras, but
there's bras. There's a lot of bras.
Bras.
Oh, it's down to a 12 now. That's all right. Moderate sex references.
Yeah. Daddy, I know he didn't do it because I was with him all night. There you go. I've actually seen the stage performances, I think twice as well. Oh. Went down London, and when they act out that bit where he goes, where she goes, I know he didn't do it. And I'm like, how do you know? And she went, I can't tell. And he went, I know he didn't do it because I slept with him. And there's a girl who wasn't with us, but along our row went, really loud. And everyone's
never seen the film. It was
meant to be, yeah. Was like, ah! And Johnny was very aggressive when he went, nobody, like, rather than being quite cool and going, nobody puts baby in the corner. Sorry, spoiler alert if anyone hasn't seen it.
Oh, yeah.
He went like, nobody puts baby in the corner. Like, whoa, he's been very too aggressive. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I've always it's been a while since I've seen it, so I wonder where that comes from. She's not really in the corner though, is she?
No.
There's a wall and there's
No.
a bit of a notch in the wall, and she's up
Yeah.
against the notch in the wall.
Yeah, nobody puts baby against the wall next to a potted plant in the bit of support, which is right there. You know?
Yeah, I still don't get it. Why she wouldn't be in the corner anyway? She's what the deal is, but I guess it's iconic now.
Yeah, unless it was the naughty corner, which he was used to as a child. You know what I mean? He might have been always in the naughty corner.
They do have issues. Let's have a look. Yes, a follow-up album, More Dirty Dancing, was released in March 1988. They didn't hang around with that, did they? And then the album, The Ultimate Dirty Dancing, was released in December 2003 and contains every song from the motion picture in order it appears in the film.
Oh, well, we have that as well. I know we have that.
It's on Spotify. But due to the strong resurgence in vinyl records, the film's 30th anniversary in 2017, Dirty Dancing received a vinyl release reissue, along with a Blu-ray master and a 5.1 surround soundtrack and previously unreleased material. It's not bad going then.
Yeah. Like I say, I think it was at one point the biggest selling. Was it the biggest selling album at one point?
I think
not album, a music soundtrack.
Music soundtrack, yeah, because I think Bat Out of Hell is always the number one of Sonic.
Yeah.
But we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to count now. 12 songs for the time of your life. So we'll start with. Might as well start with the big one because it's number one, even though it's last in the film.
Which is the most disappointing song on this movie on the soundtrack?
Is it?
Yeah. And in that time, Bill Medley, he had a real big resurgence around this time, like this time in the 80s, because there was this, and then he had the Righteous Brothers had the song in Ghost, and then they had the song in Top Gun as well. So, and I don't know if it was this one or the song in Top Gun, when they premiered on ITV, they went back into the charts or they re-released the songs because TV premieres were a big thing back then.
They were a big thing. It had been on Sky. No, sorry, you rented it. Been on Sky. You'd bought the VHS, and then it was on telly.
Yeah, but I don't think even Sky would have been around because this is 87.
No, 87. Yeah, the film.
87.
So by the time
Sky
TV 90.
Yeah. So I think it probably premiered on I think it was around 89, 90, I think, when this
Good Evening Bob.
ITV.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, so it would have been.
Premiere.
But so you don't like this song, then? Okay, right, that's a good start. He also did Last Boy Scout, Bill Medley, didn't he? Friday night's a great night for football. No.
No, I've never seen The Last Boy Scouts.
Oh. Anyway, how many times have you seen Dirty Dancing, did you say?
I would say it's nearly triple figures, probably, if not triple figures, by the time I've seen it.
I don't think I've seen it in double figures yet. But I did play the cassette, I think I had back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll get this one out of the way quick then, because I've Had the Time of My Life is a 1987 song composed by Frankie Previti, John DeNicolia, and Donald Markowitz. It was recorded by Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes and used as a theme for the 1987 film Dirty Dancing. The song won a number of awards, including Academy Award for Best Original Song, Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song, and a Grammy Award for Best Pop Performance by a duo or group with vocals. But apparently it's no good.
Yeah, well, I just think it's weak compared to a lot of the other songs, because a lot of the songs are from
the time.
The time, yeah.
Because how many are not from the time? Actually, it's probably Still of the Night 60s.
Yeah.
I think Where Are You Tonight is. Love is Strange. Hey Baby. Yeah. Then you got Eric Carmen's Hungry Eyes. You Don't Owe Me, Blow Monkeys. Overload by Zappa Costa. And Yes by Mary Clayton.
And
Yeah,
She's Like the Wind.
and She's Like the Wind.
But that's the thing. That's why the other album I would say is better, because it's got more songs of the time. That's and the Kellerman song.
Yes. Bob's asking, what is the best-selling soundtrack of all time with no cheating? Is it Batman with Prince?
Oh,
No, I don't think that did as well as this. I'm trying to think now. Top Gun, Footloose, Flashdance.
See, this was more popular than all them because it was out later. So
I thought it would be something like this, but see if you
Titanic, maybe. Because I was going to say Guardians or something like that, but Guardians wouldn't.
Guardians. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
because
hard to tell these days because they haven't streamed. It doesn't count. Best-selling soundtrack. So it's going to be Last Millennium. Bodyguard, maybe.
Possibly, that's a good shout.
Scottish Geek guys, yeah. Howdy, folks. Howdy, Jimmy. He loves a bit of Dirty Dancing. So yes, why is it called Dirty Dancing then?
Because he doesn't get washed. Did you if you watch where he lives, it's like a little shanty hut thing, and it doesn't seem to have a bathroom in there. He just pees in the bush, digs a hole for a number 2, and wipes himself on a damp towel. Dock leaves for toilet paper.
Dock leaves are quite popular. I don't know if they have them in America.
What do they do with stings then?
We're correct. By one of them. It was Bodyguard. And no. Proud owner of this soundtrack, both original and more Dirty Dancing. So yes, there you go. But judging by the reaction of the old people in the film, it's the getting close to each other and grinding on each other is probably the dirty part.
Yeah. I would probably say that's when they're going in. It's when she's carrying the watermelon. When she goes in carrying the watermelon and she's going through, and everyone.
I was just trying to think about why you said watermelon pictures this. Of course, yeah, watermelons is how she first gets into the cavorting with the star of the camp.
Yeah. But he would have been like any guy from. This is just her week, you see, of them together. Next week, there could have been another Dirty Dancing, and it wouldn't have been Baby. It would have been Donna, who come there with her families, and her dad wouldn't have been a doctor. He would have been a lawyer, and it's a different person. And he would have been like out with every single one, he's just like a holiday rep, but in the 1950s or the 1960s.
Yes, he's fingers in many pies, as it is.
literally, a different one each week.
He does say that it was like all these old women that come up for dancing lessons and he gives them a good time instead. And gets paid for it, but then he says, oh, what a boring life it was. I'd rather be with Baby. Imagine what the old people in the movie would make of the current youth dancing. The lambada, you mean? Yes. Yes, by Mary Clayton is Bob's favorite. I might try and play some later, but we'll see how we go. So, I'm going to do this in order, as we've got the rubbish song out of the way. We'll do it in order, and it's the last song in the film, almost.
Yeah.
The first song of the film is...
It's Be My Baby. It's Be My Little Baby, My One. It's over the titles when it's first starting. Because it starts off doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, second on the single album. Be My Baby by the Ronettes is over the opening titles. Well done.
Yeah, that's all.
So it sets the mood straight away.
Because Dirty Dancing, there's like an overture of the music, like throughout, like played in the background, just softly in different parts.
Yes.
But like you say, it isn't played until the last dance when
Yes, I kept thinking, oh, all right, I'll make a note. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's just the background
Yeah.
instrument.
Background instrument, which is a track, I think. Is it the last track on this, or is it the last track on, or the first track on More Dirty Dancing?
Research now. So what do we? Oh, yes, it's in order. So yes, it's the last track on disc 1. I've had the time of my life. It's the last song on the More Dirty Dancing or Ultimate Dirty Dancing, whatever it is.
Yeah, but so that's when he goes.
Yeah.
He comes on stage, doesn't he? After he goes and says, "No," puts baby in the corner, kidnaps her, takes her on stage, interrupts the Kellerman's tune, and says,
"Yeah,
I always do the Let's Dance here, but I was told I couldn't. But someone said," and it's just like, hold on, just because you haven't, whoa, it doesn't mean all law in society goes to pot just because of this. Get out, you've been sacked. Security.
I'll get off.
So
yeah, what is his plan? Because he's supposed to be going off on he's been sacked, isn't he? So I'm guessing. Yeah. And he comes back and says, "I'll just dance anyway. No one's going to stop me dancing."
Yeah. But then the owner goes, "Have we got sheet music on this?" And then and the black guy goes, "Yeah, we have." Or says something like that, even though
that's a good point. Really are they just listening to the music in their heads? And
yeah. And then because he says that, and then there's the bit at the end where Baby and Johnny's going off together, and the dad goes, "Hey, when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, and I was wrong about being wrong about that boy who done wrong." And he just says wrong a load of times because he's wrong. But there's also the do 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 where he goes like does the bit what my wife hates. If that song's ever been on when we've been to parties or when we've danced together, I'll do that. Bit, she absolutely hates it. That's the thing. I know this inside out, like the dance moves where you go, don't tickle us.
Well, someone sent me the other day, or yesterday. I didn't send it to you yet because it would ruin it for you. It's the end dance, but it's to the Muppet Show theme, and it syncs up really well. When he's going down the corridor, dun, 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 dun. It's time to light the lights. It fits far too well. So, what's the second song?
Second song after that is where they're driving in, and the guy who gets eaten on the toilet in Jurassic Park.
I didn't notice that. But yes,
he's saying he's on the PA system, and she says something like, "The year was 1959, and my dad was still the greatest bloke in the world." Which doesn't say bloke, because it's the greatest fella I ever knew. Like, and people still call me baby. And the music playing is.
Oh, I knew this was the wrong person. I apologize, everyone.
It's.
I'll give him a minute because she actually comes on and says, "Do you eat on my holiday?"
Day 4, and I've just met this lush lad called Johnny. I was carrying some watermelons on. I might have made a right tit of myself. I can't think.
Don't cry about it.
It's not that song.
If it's Big Girls Don't Cry.
Oh yes, Big Girls, yeah.
But it's not on the album.
Because she says that bit, then you go, yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you see Bob, who's normally into the teen sex comedies of the 80s, that has tits in it, but this doesn't. This is a great film that still holds it today. It's just not a film for the ladies. No, it isn't. Not actually the hunky stud that Patrick Swayze is with his mullet, because this was 2 years before Roadhouse.
Yeah. Another movie I've never seen.
Good. Because when he has a fight with someone, doesn't he? And later on in the film, and then because there's a famous scene in Roadhouse where he rips the guy's throat out, and he's in the same position. He's like above him, gonna. Oh my god, he's gonna rip his throat out in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, that's Robbie who he hits because when he sees Johnny and Robbie are in the. This is so geeky. I know this. They're in the staff quarters, and she's on the balcony. He's hugging her, and he goes, "I guess I chose the wrong sister, eh, baby?" Because you're a bit of a slut. Your other sister wouldn't put out, even though I was trying to get her in the bushes.
Although, to be fair, the other sister is fitter and
yes,
and legal. Although it's the 60s, I don't know what the age is back in America's deep south in the 50s.
Yeah. And that's when he like starts beating up, and then baby goes, "Johnny, no!" like because he's in that position, like you say.
Yeah, I thought, oh my god, he's gonna rip his throat out. Now, then we get to there's 2 songs at the staff dance that aren't on this album.
Is because is it where the I'm just trying to think where the no, it's not the Kellermans, the Shucker the thieves, the ones who nick all the purses, the little old lady who potentially.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, because I didn't know they were suspects until the end.
Yeah. There's a one where they're coming in and go dun, 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 dun. It's on a Simpsons episode as well. Dun, 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 dun. It's like a 1940s. It reminds me of like World War II. It's like a Glenn Miller type.
Ah, yes, I think that's because if it was an instrumental, I didn't write it down. Hang on, because I was looking at Now I Can Dance. Now that I can dance. Watch me now.
Oh, right.
That's
well. If you tell us the scene, I can tell you where they are because that's when she first walks in with watermelons. When Johnny's cousin,
I should just say that she walks in with watermelons.
Yeah, Johnny's cousin tries to open the door and he's got 2 watermelons. Goes like, "Oh, I've nearly dropped them," and then walks in and she goes in. She goes, "What's she doing here?" Well, it isn't because they go in and then they're burst in, just as Lover Man.
Lover Man, yes, that's the next one.
Which is the next song. They come in because they've been performing. It's the Riviera Club, another club somewhere else, and they come in, and it's like because Johnny comes in like that and does that with his hair.
Oh, I'm all done. His lovely mullet,
and she's like, "Wow, I'm so impressed." And he's got a girlfriend. Still want to dance with him, even though they're not together. And that's when he comes over and goes, and he does like a hip thing. His cousin, like, "Hey," and he went, "I carried a watermelon. I carried a watermelon." Yeah, that's the famous line. Whatever.
No, it's not a party without a watermelon, is it? So
yeah.
I guess they were.
We should have brought a watermelon.
Ah, yeah, missed opportunity, isn't there? Then we get actually one of the songs from here is at the bar dance.
And that'll be do you love me?
After that.
Because that's the one where he teaches because it'll be Hey Baby actually. It'll be the other one, is it?
That's the log dance. I got that.
Because the Lover Man one's the one where he goes, "Just bend your knees, and swivel and thrust at us. Just come on, thrusters."
Oh,
yeah.
But this is only from my notes taken when I noticed there was a song on. So let's see. I got.
Please. Oh, that's the first. Actually, that's the first song they dance to when they're walking in there.
Is that the first that they dance? Yeah, Morris Williams and the Zodiacs.
Oh, is that not the first song when they come in? Because when she's walking in, there's loads of people, and they're like staring at her when she's coming in because she's obviously an outsider. And then there's like one where he's like dancing with his girlfriend and like motorboating her, and then takes his pork pie hat on and puts it back on him and stuff like that. So he's like
cool,
motorboat, like comes back up and does that.
Well, yeah, there might be around the same time because Now I Can Dance, Love a Man, and then Stay. They're all I put them down as the bar dance or staff dance, but I didn't know if they were in place or not.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to the backgrounds. But so that one. So what have we got? 1, 2, third song on the album.
She's Like the Wind, isn't
it? Sorry, the third one from the album, not on the list. Well done for knowing that. But so we get to Then there's a song that isn't on here where they're learning to dance, or she first starts learning. Do we know that one?
So that'll be.
Well, it's not on. I should have put on. It's on the More one, I guess. Yeah. I'll give you a clue. The Fat Boys did a version.
Oh, it's Twist and
the other one.
White Moat.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's the one where you see her coming down the stairs, do 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 do, and she's doing that across the bridge, and then does like this flip and go.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So that's not in there. Then we get to one I didn't write down where it happened. That's Hungry Eyes by Eric Carmen.
That's when you see them dancing together, and it's like it's the training montage, like Rocky has like Hearts on Fire in Rocky 4.
Overwritten my description when I
and these have Hungry Eyes.
So that's a modern song.
Don't
now.
put your heel down. Don't put your heel down. Spaghetti arms, and then because because that Hungry Eye leads into them dancing and then do something, and then he goes, what are you trying to do? Kill me and put me back out? And then he goes, oh yeah, I can just leave you now and leave you in the. I don't think she even says shit. It's such a naming thing. I can leave you in the doo-doo. She doesn't say that neither, but she says something like, I can leave you in a right mess and check it out there now. You won't show us lifts and everything. You want to show lifts? I'll show you lifts. And then they go out to go to the river, but he can't get in his car because he's forgetting his car keys. And he's like, oh, damn, I've lost them in the car. And then he kicks the thing, knocks the light off the stump, smashes it to this overload.
As good as Alan Partridge describing The Spy Who Loved Me. So
that's not the end of the song. This is the end of the song.
So yes, we went from Hungry Eyes by Eric Carmen, not Eric Cartman as I thought it was.
Yeah.
To Overload by Zappa Costa, When They Are in the Rain. So
because I used to think this was the guy from Middlesbrough who sang.
Which one's this? Overload.
Yeah, I used to think it was Chris Rea.
I can hear that now.
Yeah, I used to think it was Chris
Rea. Skip. Yes, I can hear that.
2 seconds.
Yeah, either Chris Rea or Robert Palmer or someone. I always thought it was.
2 seconds here. Sorry.
Not good enough. I'll have to hold my own, as it were. We were misses. So, which one did we miss? Hungry Eyes. I'll play some Hungry Eyes while we can get away with it, because everyone loves Hungry Eyes by Eric Carmen.
I've been meaning to tell you. Because when they're dancing and they're performing as well, you've got Baby, then you've got Penny, who's the one who Johnny and her used to have a thing and gets pregnant of Robbie.
A lot of drama in this one. A lot of dramas.
Yeah.
What does it say? Oh, hang on. There's some reviews on here. First Dance, First Love, The Time of Your Life. Heartthrob, Patrick Swayze from Red Dawn, North and South. Jennifer Grey from Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Red Dawn. And Dancing Sensation, Cynthia Rhodes from Flashdance and Staying Alive.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was in them. I just thought this was our only.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her, but then I haven't seen Flashdance or Staying Alive either for a very long time. If
I
Staying
was going
Alive,
to say Flashdance. Probably the last time we've seen that was early 2000s when we bought it on VHS when HMV used to do them sales of 3 for £10.
Mm.
Get rid of all the new stock, bring in all the crap we've got in the stock room out the back, stick 3 for a tenner on. The students will buy because they've just getting the student loans. That's when you used to buy all that stuff.
that is true. But yes, so I don't know this Cynthia Rhodes, and of course, Flashdance. There's only one character I know in it. That's the dancer herself. Who's that? Jennifer Beal.
Yeah. Who's a welder?
Yes, by day, dancer by night. Star in this electrifying and sensual film. A vivid love story, Dirty Dancing is set to the pounding rhythms and vibrant dance. So, the tastiest teen movie of the year, so erotic it will leave you breathless, says the Daily Mirror. The love scenes are spine-tingling and dancing exhilarating. If you don't enjoy this film, there's something wrong with you. The Young Guardian. Dance sequences are stirringly sexuality. Sunday Express. Infectious charm and powerful emotion today. The hottest dance scenes since Saturday Night Fever, The Sun. And underrated, joyous fun, a brilliant Jennifer Grey, The Record Mirror. So that hasn't made you want to watch it.
Yeah. Apart from the really over egg, the eroticness, like of it's no Sliver, Basic Instinct, or
yeah, they have TNA in them. This thing
Yeah.
has bars and nothing else.
Yeah, go on.
Nothing below the waist. But before we continue, have you seen the sequel?
Is that Havana Nights?
That's Havana Nights.
I don't think I have.
Because they make what?
I think I might have had a copy from Kazaa back in the day.
This is
when
written
that was
with
a thing.
viruses.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I probably wasn't trying to get Dirty Dance. I was probably trying to get something worse and a lot more smutty. But it ended up with Dirty Dance and Havana Nights. And going, oh,
so yeah, looking
hey,
at
I've
it,
downloaded something for you. Look at what movie I've getting for you, and never watched it. But they remade Dirty Dancing as well with
yes.
Nicole Scherzinger, didn't they?
No, yeah, because they are there's a sequel next year that's called Dirty Dancing with Jennifer Grey. I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, there's an Abigail 2017. Is that the one you're thinking of? The TV movie?
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah,
a musical version. It's only got 3.2 on IMDb.
Yeah, because around that time they were doing a lot because they had Grease, the TV
Grease as
musical, the Hairspray, and
yeah, Nicole Scherzinger is Penny, and
Yeah.
Colt Kratz as Johnny.
Oh, how do you spell his surname? Is it P?
RATTES.
All right. Right. When you said that, I thought it was like Brooklyn Beckham's wife, Peltz or whatever.
But I'm guessing you watched the TV show that came out in '88?
No.
11 episodes.
Didn't know.
A continuation of the movie of the same name, where Francis Baby Houseman falls in love with a camp dance instructor, Johnny Castle. 88 to 89. It's only 24 minutes each episode.
Oh.
But Patrick Cassidy as Johnny Castle.
So they couldn't get Patrick Swayze. Is there anyone else on the books we can use called Patrick? Anyone in the casting? He doesn't want to do it. He's got better things to do. Jennifer Grey has got nothing. Did she do any other big movies after this then?
And I got to go back a page. Hang on, let me just speak to someone. Robert here. My wife is a big fan of this movie. I prefer my hot dance movies to have more leather. Yes, there's not much eroticism in this one. Dirty Dancing TV show, only available on Vestron VHS. I didn't even know it until I saw it here.
But Vestron wasn't even a big named company when they took this movie role.
No, I think this was their biggest hit. But yeah, Jennifer Grey, didn't she marry Ferris Bueller, Matthew Broderick in real life for a bit?
All right, so she married her brother.
Geordie can't make this assumptions.
I'm not a Geordie, so yeah, Geordies kind of they're all inbred.
She did a lot of TV movies, by the look at it. Episode of Friends, TV movies, but Dirty Dancing. She was an episode of The Equalizer. That's why Bob McCall's here. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is what I know her from, but yeah, she's in Red Dawn, Reckless, Cotton Club, and American Flyers before she did that.
Yeah, Red Dawn. I've seen that.
But that's got like Charlie Sheen and everyone in that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people rave about it. It's an okay movie, but it's the acting from them, I think, is a bit wooden.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not a fan of it or the remake, but
yeah. It's to me, it's just like a big budget B movie, really.
Yeah, yeah, it's not really an action-packed one either.
No.
So then we get to his room, their love scene.
Still of the Night. Shut up and know me. Because hold on.
I'm sorry. I should say his room not before. Yeah, not on the bed.
Yeah, because when she comes to see. Oh, hold on. No.
I got it down as a song that has the lyrics "Feel Like Crying."
Yeah, it's
I can't remember what the bloody name is.
It's a Still of the Night. In the still.
That's later.
No, the Still of the Night when she goes to see him after she's told her dad.
Yes.
Yeah, and he goes, "It was all for no good because you're still getting the sack." And he was like, but I've never had anyone stick up for me. This one is, these arms are mine.
That sounds like it. Hang on. There was a song called something Arms a minute ago. Yeah, these arms are mine. There we go.
These arms are mine because he takes. There's no. You don't need to play that. There's no difference between me going that. These.
Well, that's what I thought. What, is he playing the song back there? Or like? Doesn't say who it is though.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because I can always remember. Sounds a bit creepy, but taking the top off. I was only young at the time. I was probably about 10. Like, it was like porn for me. Hit the top off. And then, like, it was the weird moves. Like, when you see it now, you just go, it's a bit weird.
You mean you're swooning?
He's swooning over her and just, like, his moves on her and just, like, I thought you're supposed to be like an experienced guy who was getting women throwing dollars in your pocket every time you asked for dance lessons. Because the husbands were too busy playing poker all weekend.
Poking who? But yeah, it was Otis Redding, sorry, that sang These Arms. As I should have known. So then I think we got another one that's not on here, which is in the room. Will you still love me tomorrow? And the answer would be no.
Is that there? Tonight you mind something?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that doesn't remind me of this film whatsoever.
No.
It reminds me of Police Academy. Isn't it on Police Academy? Where they're at
the bar.
No, not the Blue Oyster Bar. Is it not when Mahoney is wooing Kim Cattrall in Police Academy 1?
Could be. It could be out the after the fire on the beach where all the ladies are taking their tops off and she just says, not in this film, and then walks away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you are right. Or it's either in the bar when the two trainees are at the end of the night just hugging the daddies.
Because, Blue Oyster Bar is just, to me, is no other song but do.
Oh, it's like we're here. That's enough. That's your 9 seconds.
Yeah. But that's Exploitative Reviews did say he prefers his movies with a lot more leather. So obviously,
Yes, you didn't
most of
specify
our
which
movies.
gender of the many that is wearing the leather. Right. Is there any songs in this film that's on this album? Right. Next one. Here we go. The dance room, where she's actually getting good at dancing. They mime out this song.
Yes, and it's what we started the show with.
And I started singing it, but
yeah, I was a bit too nervous.
Yeah, that's.
I couldn't do it justice. But what I hate about this bit is when they start doing this, and then she goes, "Hey, spaghetti arms, this is my dance space. That's your dance space."
Oh yeah, she brings it back.
All out, and then you hear someone right. This is the biggest gripe about Dirty Dancing.
Ooh.
The little geeky nephew of the Kellerman's owner is called Neil, the same name as mine. Neil is a cool name, right? It's not used for geeks who go, "Ooh, yeah." The first man on the moon was called Neil. All of us are really cool because of that by default.
Neil Morrissey, Neil from the Young Ones.
Whoa, Neil Morrissey. I was thinking Morrissey, not Neil Morrissey.
Rocky from whatever its name is. What would you call him? When he was a biker. The TV show with I can't remember. He was called Rocky in it, but never mind. Yeah,
Shaquille O'Neal. There you go.
Paddy O'Neal.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the bit because he comes up the stairs and interrupts them and goes, Johnny, and like knocks and comes to the stairs and then interrupts them when they're dancing. And then
What's
she's
going on here?
And like, she's just pretending she's learning, like having, hey baby, I can show you dance lessons if you want to come dance. And it's just like, oh god, you're such a geek. You shouldn't be called Neil. You should be called Keith, David, Colin.
Oh yeah,
something
it's a Keith
like that.
That's a Keith character. I don't know if I've
or
Keith's
Colin.
back then. Oh, and my mouse is going crazy. Right. Bob said the Blow Monkeys had 2 songs. Had a song in 2 films. Can you name the other film from the same year? No cheating. Shit. He's the music guy. He's cheating.
Blow Monkeys.
Because what is it? This one.
It's
You don't own me.
Yeah. It's just after. I can tell you when that is. It's just after Penny's sister finds Robbie in bed with the woman who was trying to pay Johnny some money, and he went, "Oh, sorry, not tonight. I can't. I've got other
jailbait,
double booked or whatever." Yeah, and so she ends up with him, and then she finds him out.
Yes,
you don't know.
So that is the next sense, but I have no idea what the other film is.
Yeah. I can remember my sister won Blow Monkey, a load of 7-inch singles from a local radio station, and one was the Blow Monkeys, and it wasn't this song off here. They were all really bad 7-inch singles, which, well, I didn't like any of them. But there was it was like the middle of summer she won it.
All right.
And one of them was a Christmas one, which does sound like a bit like Paul McCartney, but isn't Paul McCartney, and it's like a German name. Can't think of what it's called.
Oh, right, I think I know the one. Keeping the Dream Alive, whatever it is.
Dream Alive. Yeah, that's the song.
Keeping the Dream Alive.
Yeah.
I play that all the time.
I used to always think it was Paul McCartney, but
I always thought, yes, I definitely thought it was Paul McCartney.
Yeah, but it's a 7-inch single. And it was one of the ones she won she won 10 7-inch singles. It was either Metro FM, which was our local like commercial radio station, or BBC Radio Newcastle.
Right, Bob, you got to tell us what it is, because yes, the Blow Monkeys comes after the fight, just before the fight, and when she does see them,
she sees them, and then just after the fight, where, hey, I guess I picked the wrong sister.
But he didn't. He should just bided his time.
Played the long game.
Because the other sister's a lot better in a bikini. She fills it out.
Can't sing though, because that Kellerman song you can hear her, and when she's a mermaid as well, like hula gets a hula gets a moon and the away, and it's really
Yeah. Does she sing the last just before the last song?
Yeah, you see her sing that, and
She does that
then
one all right.
it's we're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead.
Well, oh yeah, here we are. Because you're going to jump off the stage in a minute, aren't you? Oh, it's Police Academy 4. It doesn't have it to be this way. Ah, there you go. Slow motion. Oh, with his bird. I
It
read that in
doesn't
the...
have to be that way. You gonna ask for more.
Do not get me
Ah,
copyrighted.
sorry, I didn't even realize that was on Police Academy 4.
No, I don't. Well, a lot of songs pass me by. So then we get to actually another song that is actually on this original album, which is
Is it
yeah.
She's Like the Wind?
No.
No.
So this I've written down as Sister.
Sorry, oh,
Sister's my note-taking abilities.
my
Oh, he's, can you hear me? Ground control to Major Tom.
Oh, there you go. I'm back.
He's back in the room.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
oh yes.
When's that played then?
That's after the fight and before they go back to bed. So I've put it down Sister. So I think it's another montage.
Hanging around. Oh,
Hang on, I'll put the film on. We'll watch it, and then when we get to it, I'll point it out. Because
actually, it's played when she walks into the film. That's when the sister walks in on Robbie in bed with the woman.
That must be why I wrote it.
Yeah, that's when she walks in and she's like,
I should have written the timestamp. That might have been easier, and I could look it up.
But to be honest, on that, because when she goes to his quarters, I think she was going to put out with them as well, because she's getting dressed up.
She's getting dressed up, yes.
Dressed up and goes to his and sees like a hat on the door. Now I don't know for a reaction now. Looking back at it, I need to study this film more. I think.
Well, someone did their homework.
Yeah. But I'm positive she's going to put out, and then she'll find her in bed. And like, if you played the long game,
yeah. But then we go to the 5 seconds.
I'm positive Yes is also played over the end titles as well.
I was trying to think. I hadn't written it down. I thought there was a song after Time of My Life, and I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
So I must have moved it around when I found out who it was.
I'm sure it's Yes, because I was thinking it's just played over the end titles, but it isn't. It's played then as well, yeah.
But yeah, Still of the Night, when they're back in bed after how many breakups have they had in so far? I can't remember.
Yeah, more breakups than what a Love Island couple have in a week. You know what I mean? So...
yeah, I can't remember how many times he said, "I'm not going to be with you anymore." Oh, I'm back again. Because it sort of the ending. Because he comes back, and I think, oh, you've already come back at least twice. So
yeah,
not that big a deal. Now, before we continue, have you ever seen Shag?
No. I seen you mention it the other week, though, in one of your countdowns. I'm positive it was.
Yes. That's the first time I've seen it in like 30-something years. I remember that. I remember a lot of people probably thinking, oh, a bit of blue on the shelves in the video store.
And is it a big disappointment? Like, oh, Dirty Dancing!
Yes. I think it says, it's the other, what's the stupid, it's got a stupid thing. I think it's just trying to say, yes, this is just like Dirty Dancing. Please watch us. Because it's got Bridget Fonda in their young days. Here we go. The film that trounces Dirty Dancing in all departments. Says Enemy magazine. The hottest movie of the year, The People. But it's only a 15, and it's just Bridget Fonda with a Confederate flag, so it's not going to age well, is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it's going to be some lynching and hangings by that now. If you've seen that,
But yeah, that poster makes it look dodgy. But it's also
yeah,
got
and,
Phoebe Cates. Because
and also if you say shark, it's like it's going to be ding 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 ding. Yeah, if them boys come round here, we're getting them. You know what I mean?
the American poster is a bit more family friendly. Just
Yeah,
dancing on the
that looks a
beach.
bit more like Hairspray,
That's it.
or,
Yes,
or
that's
something with
exactly how it goes.
Freaky Friday or some like teen thing your kids would watch.
Yeah, so it came out the year after. It's got Phoebe Cates and Bridget Fonda in the summer of '63. Carson is getting married to her boyfriend, and so her friends Melania Pudge and Luann take her on a Myrtle Beach for a last irresponsible weekend. So yeah, the name of the film is a dance, but it's just like girls go wild in the '60s level wild.
But the way you've sold it, it's a bit like is it dancing through the it's who did Blood Brothers? That's Woody Russell, isn't it?
Oh, now you're asking about stage shows. What's that, my league?
Is it Woody Russell? It's whoever done another one called Dancing Through the Dark, which was a stage show called Stag and Hens. And it was on BBC One as a screenplay, and I can remember this because my sister taped it off the telly. And it's a really good film when you watch back and do it, where there's a girl, she's getting married, and they go out for a hen party, and the stags go, and they all end up at the same nightclub. But performing at the nightclub's her ex-boyfriend, who's played by Con. He's a Scouse actor. Oh, he made his name in Blood Brothers. Playing like the naughty brother. Con O'Neill.
Okay. Because apparently this Shag film has "Stay" by Maurice Williams. So such a Dirty Dancing song in there as well.
All right.
Yeah. It's got probably songs I would know, but I can't.
Yeah, you don't know.
Harlem Shuffle, The Shag, Saved, Let Me In.
Wait, Harlem Shuffle. The beginning of Harlem Shuffle is "Jump Around" by House of Pain. Dun 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 dun.
Let's go.
Yeah. Apart from because it doesn't go like that. It goes, "You're moving to the left."
All right.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's got "Every Day I Have to Cry" by Benny King, and so it's very similar stuff. "Stagger Lee" by Lloyd Prince, but yeah, they're definitely.
Yeah, but in the 80s, there was a lot of things like that where like Police Academy would come out, and then there would be one like Army Academy,
Combat Academy, didn't they? Yeah.
Combat Academy, yeah, and there was always something similar where, I mean, we got it later on in the 90s with White House Down, and then there was another one which was similar, or Deep Impact and Armageddon. There were similar movies coming out at the same time, wasn't there? So.
Yeah, Volcano and Dante's Peak and such. Right, so where do we get to? Still a Night, and then we get to Johnny's Leaving with Patrick Swayze singing "She's Like the Wind."
Yes, yeah. It's an okay tune. It
is. I always, when I had the cassette, I never had the label, so I always thought "She's Like the Wind." I always thought he sang "Hungry Eyes" because that sounded more like him to my ears.
But... Yeah, to be honest, I can see where you're coming from. It does sound like a song he would sing. But "She's Like the Wind," probably up there with "Time of My Life," is one of the worst songs.
Best. Worst film. Because "She's Like the Wind" is Sorry.
I was just going to say that probably charted as well, though. So, but you were just going to say
that. "She's Like the Wind" is an American. Now I'm all out. It's a 1987 song by American actor and singer Patrick Swayze from the soundtrack to the film Dirty Dancing. The song features additional vocals from singer Wendy Fraser. The ballad reached number 3 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Adult Contemporary chart. Swayze and Stacey Wildlitz co-wrote the song in 1984. It was originally included in the soundtrack for Grandview USA, which was meant to be about Jamie Lee Curtis' character in the film. However, the song was not used in the film during production of Dirty Dancing in 1987. Swayze played the demo for producer Linda Gottlieb and director Emil Ardolino. They loved it and passed it on to Jimmy Einer and Bob Fiden, the soundtrack's executive producers. It was recorded for the soundtrack in November '86, with Michael Lloyd producing. The song, like the film in which it is featured, was a success, reaching number 3 in the. No, we've done that. Just repeating itself. It's still on rotation on radio. The album was number 1 for 18 weeks.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I've heard it on commercial radio.
Maybe once or twice back in the 90s. But
yeah, but it's a bit like Hey Baby. You never hear the original version now because DJ Otti
fucking bastard. I hate that song.
And even if you hear it, because that's Hey Baby, I used to love that song. And even if you used to hear it at like wedding parties and they played the original, some arse would be drunk. Ooh, ah! And it's like, it's not that fucking version.
The same with Alice by Smokey.
Yeah. It'll be the same if Sweet Caroline plays. I mean, someone might have had like a grandma where, we used to always play Sweet Caroline for her and everything, and the kids used to love playing it for her. So they have it at the funeral as she's going through the curtains at the crematorium. Sweet Caroline, and you just get people going, as the curtains going down, as like this fire starts up, and it's just like, come on.
Good evening, Ben. Welcome. Yeah, me and Ben are doing. If I was useful, I would have had my copy of Bill and Ted handy. But yeah, it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure tomorrow night. So with Ben.
I can see. I've just noticed American Ninja over your shoulder as well.
Oh yes. My signed copy.
Oh, by Michael. No, is it David or Michael?
Sam Furstenberg, the director.
Oh, the director. Yeah.
Yeah. So not Michael did the copy yet.
Yet. Because did he star in the first 3 and then?
No, he's in 1 and 2, who are both by Sam Furstenberg. Then David Bradley was 3. He came back for a little bit in 4 with David Bradley, and then 5, I think, is someone completely different.
Yeah.
So yes, that's enough about Patrick Swayze. Anyway, obviously he's not as popular as I thought he was. So then we get to the big finish. She's like the wind. No. Time of My Life for the last dance.
Yeah. Well, no, because you've actually missed out the hula.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, and then the Kellerman song. You've missed out the Kellerman song, which does appear on the second album.
Yes, they filled every. Oh well, we'll get to that in a minute. I'll give a quick rundown of every song that I somehow missed when it was on.
Yeah, the Kellerman song is done. It's because they sing the song and then the guy, like the owner, comes up on stage and goes, and does his like, and we say just one last time, join hands and hearts and voices, hearts and hands, and Johnny comes on stage, and then you. And it starts with the lone voice with her who sang the hula song.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to have to watch the film after this now.
It would have been useful to watch the film before this, but... Yes, and then that, like you said, I'm just going to check what the last song is. It is Oh Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, or whatever it is. Yeah, yes. Just to call it yes. Yeah. But then, so there you go. They play it twice. The only song they played, well, I guess, was it the Time of My Life is instrumental throughout the film, like you said.
Yeah.
Because who did the score? That's what I'm trying to look for. I couldn't find out though. I think it was John Morris. Now,
he probably didn't do much though, because like you say, it was a very low budget movie. It went. I don't know if you've ever seen the movies that made us on Netflix.
I keep meaning to watch that because it would have been useful for a lot of the.
Because it tells you about the story of this, how it basically went backwards and forwards between oh, was that a different film? That might have been a different film that went backwards and forwards between studios. Might have been Forrest Gump. It was a long time since I watched, but I would highly recommend that.
Right, because it had a $5 million budget, which was very low at the time, but it only made 7 million worldwide. Apparently, I don't remember it. Yeah, I remember it being so massive on tape and rentals.
Yeah, it was huge. I can remember the first time we had it in our house was one of our neighbours had rented it. It eventually got it from. It was my sister's friend who lived like just up the street, and I remember my sister coming in and said, "Oh, Judith's getting Dirty Dancing on video," and she says after she's watched it, she's got it for 2 nights. After she's watched it, she's going to bring it down for us. And so they brought it down. But I was that young at the time. My mum was like, "Well, Neil can't stay in here and watch it." So my dad took me out. We went somewhere for like a long walk somewhere whilst watched it. My dad kept us out of the house while my mum and my sister watched a dirty movie. Yes,
because let's see, it came out in. It was a film festival in Canada in August '88. It came out in Sweden in April '89. So technically, it's an '89 film, even though I'm sure it said '87 earlier, but. Australia, June 22nd. West Germany, July 6th. Argentina, July 13th. United States, July 21st, 89. It's never come up on an 89 list. Because I'm reading Shag. I hadn't gone back far enough. So doesn't sound right. It was a flop. But yeah, budget of 6 million, same. But it made 214 million worldwide.
Yeah, I was going to say that seemed very low for how big it was on VHS.
I thought it was bigger than that. Maybe I was wrong, but no, it made a shit ton of money. And restaurant videos blew it all. Bull and Coke. There we go. August 21st, 1987, in a New York premiere. Then US wide, 21st of August. Somehow West Germany still got it ahead of us. In October, we got it on October 16th, 1987.
It was to show all them commies, look at what you could have.
It was the year the wall was coming down, I guess. Bob's saying, "Do you love me?" is in this film. Yes, that was at the staff dance at the beginning, yes. Which is not on the standard CD.
It's on more Dirty Dancing.
Hey, Larry's absolutely nobody puts Baby in the corner.
But like we said, he's totally right with what he says there, because not even our dad put her in the corner, put her in against the wall next to some stanchion. Next to the support.
It was about that much of a corner. It was like that. And then I don't understand why she's not allowed to be in the corner. It was just part of the wall of the restaurant they were in. It wasn't like she was on time out or anything. Now, I've got a song on here called "Where Are You Tonight" by Tom Johnson.
Where are you tonight?
But I don't have a reference to where it was in the film. So let me give it a listen. Johnny's Mambo. Because he's got lots of ideas.
Johnny's Mambo is the dun, 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 dun. It's where the dance and she fills the lift and does this thing going like that. She does the dumb thing.
Oh yeah, he goes to
He goes to the lift and she bottles it and then they go, ha! Hoo!
Yeah, you thought I was going to get a lift. You're wrong.
That's Johnny's Mambo. That.
Yeah. So yeah. Somehow, Where Are You Tonight is not in this list of Dirty Dancing soundtracks.
That's Johnny's Mambo.
You have seen this too much.
Yeah.
There you go. Where Are You Tonight, Dirty Dancing? Although we should stop calling it Dirty Dancing because it's not. Oh, there you go.
Is that not the one where? Oh, see, I'm getting all confused now because
Yeah, it would
Is
helpful
that
if it
not
was
where
clips of where the film was, just a background picture.
Baby is that not where Baby goes to see Johnny?
Ah, that makes sense.
Just before it's around the fight.
Hang on.
Oh.
Of course, the second CD is in order. So, right, where are you tonight? Is right at the beginning. So it's after Johnny's Mambo. It's after the instrumental version of I Had the Time of My Life, and it's before. Oh, so it's before Love Man by Otis Redding and Do You Love Me? So it's just before she meets
Oh, right.
Johnny for the first time. It's before she goes to the.
I wonder if it's when. I wonder if it's when they're going to like the fest. When they're going out for the first time.
Yeah, I don't know. How the hell did I miss that? Yeah, amateur hour. That's why. What's this? Ben says pretty much every mum knew back in the day had Dirty Dancing on VHS. Would always see it on the lounge shelves. Yes, it is. That's why I have 5 copies that I didn't buy on purpose.
Yeah.
It just came in collections.
The thing is, if DVDs were still a thing, I think every mum now would, because all the daughters, when the mums weren't mums and they were growing up, they would watch it.
Yeah, because what is it? I've got the original Vestron release, even though it's not in the red box for some reason. I kept the wrong version. I did have the red box one. Then I've got the re-release, which is a Cinema Club budget release.
I think we had the Cinema Club one.
And then I got the 10th anniversary release. That it's exactly the same as all the others. Has nothing special about it. Not even in widescreen. Not that it's a very cinematic film anyway.
No.
It's they don't make use of widescreen or HD or anything. She could easily move her seat to the left, right, and not in the corner. That is true. Yes, facts, Ryder. Larry's mum was one of them. Yeah, my mum had the VHS as well. She barely watched films. There you go, haircut. I would see it as a kid and think, oh, it must be a girl's film. It is just big girls. Dirty Dancing and Steel Magnolias. Yes, that's another one that was out at the same time.
Beaches is another one.
Oh, Beaches. Yeah, I think Beaches was 88 and then Steel Magnolias was 89. So they had a run of these type of films that made a lot of money because they aimed at mums.
Yeah, and then Soldier come out and then wiped out that market for the film.
Did. No one's going to the cinema renting a film because they can just get it every Sunday night.
Soldier on it. Yeah, Mermaids is another one. Yeah.
Oh, Mermaids. Yes, I love Mermaids. I watched that because of Winona Ryder. I had a massive crush on her.
Oh yeah, Winona Ryder.
Cher. And Bob Hoskins as the love interest for Cher.
Yeah, because who's the younger? It's the younger girl.
Christina Ricci.
Yes, of the Addams Family. Yes.
Yes.
Did Cher win an Oscar for that?
She won. I don't know. She didn't because she was a very good actress in the 80s and 90s because she had was it Suspect with Dennis Quaid, but that was a political legal thriller. Then
Mask, the one with the kid,
Eric Stoltz with the big head, and then Moonstruck, Witches of Eastwick.
Did she not win an Oscar for Moonstruck?
I think it was Moonstruck. Yeah, with Nicolas Cage. All right. So where are we? We've got what's the special features? Learn to Dance and audio commentary by Eleanor Beggerston. So I think that is all the songs off the standard CD. Let's see what's on my little slip here. I gotta fold out, and it's the lyrics. I think that would have been useful earlier when I was singing.
Yeah. Yeah, what the Horror Cat Dad says there, where you had Wednesday Addams and Lydia in the same film.
Yes. That's a good point. There must have been the most played film on UK TV. Channel 5 is the only channel that shows it every few months.
Yeah, it's.
I can imagine it would
I
get
can.
people to stop and watch it.
I'm positive before. Well, ITV2 used to play it quite regularly, but then I don't think it's full of Love Island now. ITV2. So.
Yeah, I've never. I haven't watched terrestrial TV in about 20 years, especially films. It's definitely up there as one of the most shown films on UK television. Yeah, I guess it's the mums still like to watch it, and they don't.
So
know how to
are
work
you
it.
not like me though, Gareth? Right, when you might have seen a film like 20 times, but then you'll turn it over, say, not so well. American Ninja might be on like something like ITV4, and you'll go through, and it'll have just started, or Terminator, or Commando is a perfect example.
Oh, yeah.
I've probably got it somewhere in a DVD collection. I've got Commando, I know I have. And you'll go, oh, I'll watch this film because the commercials make it better. You know what I mean? And you end up sitting through it, and it'll be like 2:00 in the morning when it's finished, and you just think, oh, yeah, I'll do that, even though I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah, no, complete.
No, I do that all the time. I'm terrible.
I never watched
But like I
terrestrial
say,
TV.
I watch less and less of terrestrial television now, and
Yeah, I used
but
to
then
get to go
again, I
to
don't really watch a lot of movies. There's
Saturday night
certain
premiere on
TVs.
ITV. Yeah,
Yeah, it used to be brilliant.
used to be, yes.
Yes. Or
Right.
setting your video via Video Plus to tape
Oh,
the
video-
movie.
Oh, you were posh, were you? You had a
Overnight.
Video Plus.
Wait, Video Plus wasn't really push because you typed in the thing and it come up. But if there'd been a football match on, which went in extra time, it knocked it back anyway, and you still missed half the film because
Yeah, well, that was bad. Many an episode of
Mm.
Married Children and Sledgehammer I missed because of something overrunning.
it was
That's
always
fine.
WCW or NWA Worldwide, which
yes.
was the wrestling, and American Gladiators on ITV like nighttime.
Yeah, if the news had run over because something happened, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to my program. Yeah, Predator, RoboCop, Big Trouble in China would go along. Would do that to me along with Commando. Yes, Larry's
Yeah.
watching them. Just happened to start. Oh, look, Commando's just starting. But heavily edited on ITV.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
you would have like what's it called? Scarface.
TV cut.
I'm a chicken plucker and there's lots of chickens in this town. Yeah. But it's like, I'm a motherfucker and there's a lot of isn't that the is that the right? Oh no, I'm a pheasant plucker and there's a lot of pheasants in this town or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like I can't remember now. But it's terrible.
But then RoboCop's got another one as well because
Oh,
was it the Fast Show who done it where they hey I
Yeah,
fund
Money
your
Funds did
you fund my wife?
you fund my
Yeah,
wife.
fund your
I
wife.
fund your wife. Yeah, muddy funsters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I did this the anniversary edition, which is it's got math. So it's got the original 12 songs, then it's got doing the maths 13 to 39. So that's what 26 extra songs that appear in the film.
All right. Is that like the extra songs in Ghostbusters though, where someone's listening to it on Walkman and there's like
Well, that's why I watched it last night to see. I wonder if there's any songs that just appear on the radio just as the background and they change the channel or something like that. But no, it did it properly. It didn't cheat like Ghostbusters.
yeah, there's a window cleaner whistling like raindrops keep falling on my head. Oh, we'll put that in. Yeah,
That'll sell. Right. So most of these I missed. Oh no, this does include the original 12 on the CD. So, Be My Baby, The Ronettes, Big Girls Don't Cry, The Four Seasons, Merengue by Michael Lloyd and Le Disc, Trot the Fox by Michael Lloyd and Le Disc, and Johnny's Mambo by Michael Lloyd and Le Disc.
well, that merengue one, that's the one where Penny is doing the thing, goes, shake it like you shake what your mother gave you, and it's where they're doing the dance. And the Schumachers, that's the dodgy little couple, the old woman. Who, to be honest, we've got an old woman. I don't think she'll be watching because she's 92. Who lives next door to us, and she's very much like the Schumachers, where she's about 4 foot, really like bent over. Still put drags our bins out and everything. You know what I mean?
You don't help her, you just watch.
Yeah. But she's like the Schumacher. She probably could be nicking our post and we don't know it yet because we haven't.
Yeah, those gyros
The
are going
parcel should have
somewhere.
been here 3 days ago, but she wouldn't
Like
get caught in the
Glycerol.
doorbell cam either because she's that short. She would go underneath this.
Oh yes, I had to, Mr. Falcon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. That was Harry Enfield's television program where he and Paul Rice did Martin Scorsese's Badfellas, and the voiceover said this version was especially ruined for television. Right, so Trotting the Fox, Johnny's Mamba, I've Had the Time of My Life, instrumental version. Where Are You Tonight, Tom Johnson. Do You Love Me, The Contours. Love a Man by Otis Redding. Gazebo Waltz by Michael Lloyd. So yeah, you get every piece of music that's in this film. Stay by Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs. Wipe Out by the Safaris. Hungry Eyes, Eric Carmen. Overload, Zappa Costa. Hey Baby, Bruce Chanel. Di Tondo Un Poco, which I guess is another instrumental dance one, by Michael Lloyd and Le Disc. Some Kind of Wonderful by the Drifters. These Arms of Mine by Otis Redding. Cry to Me, Solomon Burke. You see, I didn't pick up any of these.
Cry, crying, cry to me. That's when they're making Whoopi as well. When the
Oh, is it? So I must have been distracted while they were making that.
Actually, I think that's on the radio in the background when they're just hugging post-coital.
See, I don't know how I missed that. It's wasting my time watching it. Some Kind of Wonderful. These Arms of Mine, Otis Redding. Cry to Me, Son Burke. Will You Love Me Tomorrow? The Shirleys. Love is Strange, Mickey and Sylvia. You Don't Owe Me, The Blow Monkeys. Yes, Mary Clinton. In the Still of the Night, 5 Satin. She's Like the Wind. Kellerman's Anthem, the Emil Bergstein chorale. I've Had the Time of My Life. But you get a DVD where She's Like the Wind video, Yes video, Hungry Eyes video, and Do You Love Me video. I've Had the Time of My Life video, I've Had the Time of My Life karaoke version, and a photo gallery. I can bring up the karaoke version now, if you want. If you want to give it a bash.
I'm okay, thank you. I'm okay. I've only had the one can tonight, so I'm okay.
Get 5 more down quick. I won't be able to play any music.
And my wife would probably kill us because the children, because they're up to go to London tomorrow at 5 in the morning. So.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, let's wrap this up. Hello, Monkey. Yes, he's right. It's playing on the radio in the background. Yeah, thanks. Making me look bad. I missed it, Sarah. I guess I just heard all the ones I used to listen to, and not the ones I was supposed to find. Overall, the soundtrack for Dirty Dancing is superb. So many good bangers. What's that? Hungry Eyes. Is that considered a banger? All right then.
It's the waltz.
You mentioned the Blow Monkeys, but he declines as he's not in the mood. All right, no Blowing Monkeys tonight. But all right, so you don't like Time of Your Life. You don't like She's Like the Wind. What is your number one song then?
That Cry to Me is a very good song. I think that might be Otis Redding as well, is it? No, it isn't. It's
on the album. That's cheating. It's not on this album.
But no, I would say it's Otis Redding. When they're in the 6 feet 1 and 210.
These Arms of Mine.
No.
How many? Love Man.
Yeah, Love Man.
In the bar.
Otis Redding. In the bar. Oh, baby, I'm a love man.
It's not one of the 12. We're doing this album.
Oh, sorry.
Album.
Right.
Spoilers.
That's 12. I would possibly say Hungry Eyes. Hey, what's better than a montage? A montage makes movies. You've got true. Rocky and Apollo Creed running along the beach and then hugging and having sex. You've got the beach volleyball in Top Gun. Yeah.
Hey Baby's ruined, isn't it? You don't own me. It's a bit down. Love is Strange. Yeah, I do enjoy Hungry Eyes. Let's have a listen. In my piss poor speakers. So here we go. And it's the non-50 version, isn't it? So
Because they do
Just 1
that bit
second.
and when they're dancing like that, it's a bit like Mr. Miyagi. I think that's where they got the Karate
Right.
Kid idea from.
Yeah, they ripped it off.
And when they're doing that, that's like waxing something. Yeah, it looks
My
like they're doing
favorite is the one
karate.
where they are lip syncing. Oh, that's Love is Strange, isn't it? Oh,
Yes,
Sylvia.
yes.
Which we're not doing for the 3rd time. Wipe Out, Big Girls, Don't Cry, Do You Love Me also featured in the Wanderers soundtrack. Bloody hell. That was 10 years before this or something, wasn't it? It was earlier.
Is the Wanderers a bit like Warriors or not?
It's similar, yes. It is about 50s gang. Well, it's about 50s greasers. But it is about.
Oh, that's
fighting
one
by
where
numbers.
Tom Cruise is in. He's got a massive gap in his teeth. Is that right?
No. Don't think so.
What's that one?
That's The Outsiders.
Outsiders, right.
The Wanderers is 1979. It's the Wanderers is a teenage Italian gang in Bronx, New York, 1963. They have their confrontations with other gangs. Drugs and weapons are uncool. Adult life awaits them. It's more of a drama than the Warriors. That's just to get them across New York without getting killed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's just like let's have outrageous gangs. Oh, they're all play baseball, so
they're baseball players or they're
baseball.
women, tough women, or.
And you've got nowhere to run. You've got I love that movie where it's like they're just a DJ in the background playing the music.
Oh yeah, that is a good one. Nowhere to run to. What's better than a montage? A 3-way. Ooh. No rude jokes, please. Right.
But
so we decided
Outsiders, when I mentioned that
Yes.
was like the Brat Pack movie.
I think
Was
that
it
had
early Brat Pack?
Swayze, isn't it? It's got C. Thomas Howell, Matt Dillon, directed by Coppola, isn't it? Yeah, directed by Coppola, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
that's about it. Of the usual
because
suspects.
there was a lot of movies where these sort of frequent through because there's like that. Young Guns, there's quite a few of them.
Yes. Right, let's wrap this up then. I'm out of facts and songs. So we decided She Like the Wind is the best song. But there we go. She like Who Knew the Truth Could Be Seen as Rude. Menage a Trois. Right. So thanks, Neil. And hope it's not too late for you.
No. It's be okay for me. I'll be able. I'm just dropping them off at the train station early in the morning. So I can come back and go back to bed. But they're off to London for the whole weekend. But I'll have a list of jobs to do.
Way the lads. So thanks for Monkey, Larry, Ben, who I'll see tomorrow night, for Bill and Ted, Bob McCall, and Rob and Scottish Geek Guy for all joining us. And I'll wish you a good night and see you tomorrow, maybe. Thanks to Neil.
Yeah, thanks for having us on again.